welcome to Rome, and here are some tips from Rome Walks. The two things to remember about Italian coffee is that if you ask for a caffè, you're going to get a small shot of coffee, very much like our style espresso. If you want to do that, I suggest you do it at the bar. If you want to save a penny or two. Otherwise, if you sit at the table, then you're going to be charged for it. Anywhere between an extra 50 cents to €3, depending on where you are. So the Italian style cafe at the bar. Back at home, when you see a crosswalk like this, you expect the traffic to stop, and then you start walking. But that's not the way it is here. In fact, in Italy, generally speaking, in the major cities, you have to be the one to take the first step. If you see a car coming and it looks like he's not stopping, the chances are he's probably going to go around you. Same with the mopeds. The traffic here is much more malleable than where we're from. And if in any doubt, find yourself a nun to cross the road with. On your stay in Rome, you'll probably want to go into a few churches. Do remember that these are places of worship, and so you must dress appropriately. Cover your shoulders and cover your knees. Gentlemen, that applies to you as well. Don't wear a hat on your head. And if you go over to the Basilica of St. Peter, do remember they will turn you away if you are not dressed in the right fashion. That means you might be lining up for 45 minutes to only find out you can't get in. Buongiorno.
Come stai? Stai bene?
Bene, grazie. Un biglietto per favore, sì.
Bella.
Grazie.
Stato buono.
So we have our tickets. It costs €1 for a ticket here in Rome for the public transport, and it will see you through 75 minutes on the buses or the tram, or one metro ride. Don't forget, when you get on the public transport, to stamp your ticket. Find the machine, stamp it, and you're on your way. On your trip to Rome, I suggest you only buy one bottle of water. Finish that and then keep the plastic container, because that's going to help you when you see these all over the city. Fresh running water, which is perfectly good to drink. And trust me, after a long day sightseeing, you're going to need the refreshments. One thing to beware of in Rome are the pickpockets. The bus number 64 is a particular danger for that. It's one of the most regular routes that people take, so if you choose to take public transport, just be aware. First thing you'll probably do when you come into Rome is jump in a taxi from the airport. Now, if you're coming into Ciampino, a taxi should cost no more than €30. From Fiumicino, no more than 40. When you're in the city centre, make sure that the taxi driver has his meter on. Pay no more than what it says on the meter, unless you have luggage with you. Then he may add €1 per piece of luggage surcharge. And if in any doubt, just read the rules and regulations that every taxi driver should have by law on the rear of his seat. Now, this is a beautiful square in the centre of Rome, Piazza Navona. You'll probably want to come and visit it at some point. But remember, if you're going to eat on one of the main squares in Rome, any one of these restaurants here, you're going to end up paying for it. The best thing to do would be to take any of the small alleys off the edges of the piazzas and just walk around, see what you can find. Look for a trattoria which is filled up with Italians. The less English-speaking people eating there, probably the better the food will be.